So before we get any more spoilers, let's jump in and check out this update. Okay, for the news this week, we got Apollotus and Knowledge Seed drop rate up. Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody's pulling for any of that. Told you guys. Told you. We released the new hunts. We get you to burn through all your resources. Now your resources are gone because everybody went ham on the new hunts, on the new sets, getting the riposte sets, getting the revival sets. Now here comes the buff event to make you go, oh shit, I spent all my resources. I sure hope they have burning passion packs to buy those resources up. So buff event this weekend for those of you who saved. Smart on you. And speaking of packs, this is a perfect time to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of the news today. That's right, the sponsor of today's video is Huawei AppGallery. Through Huawei AppGallery, you can save 15, 20, 25, up to 30% savings on your in-game purchases. Now, I know it sounds too good to be true, but it's not. Huawei's been saving me tons of money across my entire E7 history. They've saved me, it's in the 4 digits, just don't tell my wife. So you guys need to jump in and get on these deals. There will be a video linked in the description of this video with step-by-step instructions on how to get the app gallery set up so that you can start saving. Huawei's extended this discount through the end of the year, so you'll be able to take advantage of this for collaboration packs, for the E7WC packs, for any packs moving forward. So get on it and get into those savings. Now, in the video, when you follow the instructions, it's going to talk to you about setting up Turkey and how good the exchange rates are. The prices have been adjusted in Turkey, so it is no longer a good discount rate. So ignore everything about using Turkey's special currency exchange discount rate and just pay attention to the coupon section, how much those coupons can save you. And for some advice on how to set your country code to make sure you're getting the best discount possible, jump into my Discord, link also in the description of this video, and check out the Huawei support room. In there, you can ask what region is best to set it up, if you want to take credit cards, if you want to use PayPal, where you can get the best pricing. And if you struggle or have any issues, there are Huawei employees in my Huawei support discussion room in Discord, so you can DM them and ask them for some direct help. They are pretty quick to respond. Or you can join Huawei's Discord directly. That will also be linked in the description, and you can jump into the community support room there and ask for some help if you're not getting answers fast enough. They're quick to respond. It's safe, it's easy, it's legal. Smilegate is doing this collaboration with Huawei. There is no fear of any repercussions. It is just the best way to save money on your purchases in game. So now that the sponsors are happy and I've saved you a ton of money, let's check out the rest of the news. Hoochie's pop-up shop is back, the harbinger of all things limited. Usually he is the harbinger, but instead he's a little bit late. But Hoochie's pop-up shop is here to steal your sky stones. People ask me all the time, like, is anything in here good? Is anything in here worth getting? 1 or 2 things are pretty good, but predominantly nothing in here is really worth getting. Starting from the bottom and working our way up. Awakening Elixir and Potion of Ascension for this many Sky Stones is a scam, and if you buy this, I cannot think of a way to harm your progression in the game more than spending 2,600 Sky Stones on something that you can get from just a little bit of farming. Using this many Sky Stones, you can farm the resources to do this, and also get a shit ton of other resources. Just, yeah, nobody should do this. The only thing worse than this is these mana reversion stones, which Smilegate seems to think is worth 10 times their actual value. If you drop the 0 off of all of these, then I think they would be a modest value. Everything that is highlighted on the screen right now is a scam to get you to spend your Sky Stones. Do not buy these. They're terrible value and will actually harm your progression in the game if you pick them up. Reforged material selection chest. With how easy it is to get reforged mats farming the new hunts now, I think 600 Sky Stones. I think you just dump those 600 Sky Stones into buying some cores and go bang out some reforged mats that way, get some posters, go do. Okay, so equipment core selection chest, so you get 70 equipment cores. So for 160 Sky Stones, you get roughly the equivalent of extracting a plus 12 piece of gear. Is that right? You get over 100 cores for extracting a plus 15. Okay, we're 0 for 8. This is terrible. Random 85 gear for 900 300 sky stones. You get a random 85 gear, not otherworldly, not guaranteed super high score, not guaranteed with no flat substats, just a random 85 piece of gear. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. We're 0 for 9 on things that are a waste of your sky stones. Epic rune selection chest, 10 out of 10 for terrible value for sky stones. 300 sky stones you could farm runes. These are better value than anything below, but they're still a terrible value and not worth the sky stones. Okay, maybe we'll bring it up with the last 4. 900 sky stones for 1 Parado, for 1 Elson, for 1 random galaxy summon with a, was it 3% chance to be a 5-star? Mystic metals may be the only thing of worth in here, so I guess if you want to get some mystics, this is not a terrible value. This might be the only thing in the entire Hoochie shop that I go ahead and buy. 800 sky stones for 200 mystic metals. Molagora, this used to be a pretty acceptable usage of sky stones, but you can get Molagora from so many places now. From constellations, you should be getting Mola and charms from constellations, not gear. From the Heart of Orbis, you should be getting Mola and Leafs from Heart of Orbis, not crappy gear, unless it's the 23 speed sword, unless it's that triple S gear. Hoochie's Lucky Chest is another one that is actually pretty decent value. For 100 sky stones, you can randomly have these things pop out of Hoochie's chest, and everything in here, with 1 or 2 exceptions, is worth 100 sky stones. Is it a great value? No. It can be. It can be. A Molagora for 100 sky stones, 50 mystic metals for 100 sky stones. There are some things in here that are great value. There are some things in here that are kind of crappy value, like a Galaxy Bookmarks, or a rare catalyst selection chest. There's some things in here that are pretty big stinker values, but the Leafs, 3 Leafs is worth more than 100 sky stones. 5 Leafs is worth way more than 100 sky stones. So the Lucky Chest, if you're sitting on 500 sky stones, you want to roll the dice, this is probably the only thing in the shop that's really high value. Myself, I'll probably get the Lucky Chest. I'll probably pick up the mystic metals. The rest of this stuff, Hoochie can bite me. Hoochie really needs to adjust his prices for 2025, because this ain't it. And we're having maintenance on the 18th. This will not be a downtime maintenance, I don't believe. We'll take a look here, but I believe this is maintenance without downtime, right? Please note that for this week, no maintenance will be required. You bamboozled me. You put maintenance in the title, and then you said there is no maintenance. I've been hoodwinked. The update will automatically be applied. Okay, so Wretched Rose is here, guys. She will be on the Mystic Banner. We went over Wretched Rose before. The community's pretty split on Wretched Rose. Some people think she's the most broken thing to ever broken in this game, and other people are like, I don't think she's gonna work. I'm kind of on the fence with Wretched Rose. Her kit looks very, very interesting. Pound for pound, I don't think she is fast enough to do the things she needs to do. And to make her that fast, will take an insane level of gear. But maybe people will cook up. So I'm looking forward to see what's going on with Wretched Rose. My advice to you is to not pull for Wretched Rose, to wait to the end of her banner so you can see what the next broken ML5 is, and then make a good decision on whether or not she is worth getting. Polydus is a very, very good unit. Knowledge Seed is a rude, mean, awful unit, and the only people who run it are the kind of people who don't get invited to parties. But if you want it, it'll be up. But let's be real. There's a collab coming. Ain't nobody pulling for Polydus. We all know Zio made Chloe Faithless Lytica closer Charles. And it looks like the powder shop is going to be Umbral Keystone. No one cares. Glowwing. No one cares. Spearification. Almost no one cares. Broken Will. The Police. No one cares. Nobody cares. And that's great. This is the best powder shop rotation I've ever seen. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because it's a collaboration. There's a collaboration. It's going to have broken artifacts you're going to want to spend your powder on. And the last thing you're going to want to have to do is be like, oh my God, they put Wind Rider and Tagahale's Ancient Book and all these things that I want to spend my powder on in the powder shop. And I need to powder these Frieren artifacts. And they are advertising powder packs. I'm so glad they're not doing it this time around. It's nice that For once, I feel like the powder shop isn't built in a very scummy way around a collaboration. So I'm actually totally pleased with the nothing burger that is this powder shop. Guys, that's it. That's our update. But that's not all. Today was revealed the Frieren units. We've got a preview for Frieren 2 hours ago and a deep dive into each unit, so let's go check this out. Hero introduction.
5-star Earth Elemental Mage. She has high attack and critical hit chance, and can increase her critical hit chance further through her imprint concentration. Skill 2, the highest form of magic. At the start of battle, grants 40% resource increase to all allies. During battle, when soul is 4 or higher,
Excuse me? Say that again?
resource increase to all allies.
Resource increase? Holy shit!
Allies. During battle, when soul is 4 or higher, grants defensive magic. Defensive magic is an effect where, when attacked, consumes 4 soul, nullifying damage from skills. After being attacked, increases combat readiness of all allies by up to 10%. Resource increase is an effect that increases fighting spirit and focus. Skill 3, Jirajim. After
Bless you.
granting increased attack to the caster for 3 turns, attacks all enemies with lightning magic, dispelling all buffs. Increases combat readiness of the caster by 50%. Penetrates the target's defense by 50%.
Oh my god.
Skill 1, Ordinary Offensive Magic. Attacks the enemy with magic and grants immunity to the caster for 1 turn. When it is the caster's turn, activates Vorosondoru.
Bless you.
As an extra attack. Upon using Vorosondoru, gain 1 soul and attacks all enemies with flame magic. Damage dealt increases proportional to the amount of the enemy's loss with flame magic.
That's a 10 soul burn.
Proportional to the amount of the enemy's lost health. When 10 soul is consumed, increases damage dealt of ordinary offensive magic.
Damn. Frieren looks pretty damn good, guys. Frieren looks pretty damn good.
Frieren's artifact is the Mirrored Lotus Ring, a ring gifted by Himmel.
Dear God. Did they just power creep Tag's book? Holy shit. They just power crept the strongest artifact in the game. We need 10,000 of this artifact. Oh my God. Everybody's like, I got 1,200 bookmarks, I'm fine. No, you're not. Now, if you don't have 10,000 bookmarks, you're not ready for this collab. Mother of God, this is going to be the most painful off-banner artifact summon session ever in the history of E7. Wait, it doesn't say once. Yeah, it's at the start of the first battle. So if you're taking this into fights where there are multi-battle lead-ups, you can get multiple souls, but most people full auto PvE, so that's not a big deal. But what's important is that at the start of the turn, there's a chance to gain additional souls on top of it. For those of you saying it's only 2 souls, is that really significant? It's 20 souls. It's Tag's book with a bonus. It's literally just better Tag's book with 5-star artifact stats on it. Wow. Okay. That is, let's go come out and say it's the best artifact in the game.
In flower language, the Mirrored Lotus represents eternal love. At the start of the first battle, gain up to 20 soul. At the start of the turn, has up to a 100% chance to gain 2 soul. An elf mage who continues her journey to better understand humans. Players will be able to meet Frieren through the limited summon starting September 25th. Thank you.
Okay, before we go on a little bit deeper, let's take a hard look at Frieren here. Critical hit chance. So arguably, and not even arguably, let's just call it what it is, the best imprint in the game. So you're actively going to want triple S on Frieren because 16% crit chance is a metric F ton of gear score. It's like 22, 23 gear score added right into her kit. So you definitely go triple S or so you're definitely going to want a triple S-er, which doesn't sound like that big of a deal because you're going to want tons of this artifact anyway. So pulling extra Frierens is a blessing, not a burden, and pulling extra artifacts is a blessing, not a burden. So yeah, we're gonna go ham on this one. There's no chance that my credit card doesn't suffer a bit on this banner. She is a DPS mage, Leo mage, so she's a fast DPS mage. She's going to have Ludwig based stats, if I'm not mistaken, and we all know what kind of damage Ludwig can do, so you can build her fast and nuky. Her passive gives 40% resource increase. For those who aren't sure what resource increase means, that means focus and fighting spirit stock straight up during battle when souls is 4. She is not focus or fighting spirit. She just helps focus and fighting spirit units. So you can pair her with focus and fighting spirit units. Oh, god damn it. Okay, no. Fern's gonna be focus or fighting spirit, isn't she? Fern's totally gonna be focus or fighting spirits because she works well with Frieren, right. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go more into this. So during the battle, when souls are 4 or higher, which is gonna be pretty damn easy with that artifact, grants defensive magic. After being attacked, increases combat race of allies by 70%. When attack consumes 4 souls, nullifying damage from skills. Okay, hard to hurt. After granting increased attack to caster, attacks all enemy with lightning magic, dispelling all buffs, increases combat radius, penetrates by 50%, good solid damage. And her S1 attacks the enemy with magic, grants immunity to caster. When it's the caster's turn, activates, I'm going to have to really learn how to say these words, Vulzonable as an extra attack. Oh. She can't S1 without automatically doing an extra attack. And it's an AoE attack. Am I just coping, or can you use Rowana against her? Right? Like, you could use green Rowana to slow this down, right? I really like this unit. She looks really, really strong. Her artifact is busted as hell. She's a good, solid DPS mate. She's got a unique kit. First unit to increase fighting spirit and focus, but she doesn't actually utilize fighting spirit and focus, so she is designed to synergize with other units. She has some soft counters, and she's got the most broken damn artifact in the game. I think they did a good job with Frieren. Sermia stocks up. Yeah, Sermia stocks. Very good. Very, very good. They did a good job with Frieren. I am pretty happy about it.
Meet Frieren through the limited summon starting September 25th. Thank you.
Oh, geez, Bellion. You have got a really good point, Divine Saint. Bellion is going to be a strong pick into Frieren. Bellion just went from like a high B, low A tier unit to possibly a high A, low S tier unit, don't you think? Depending on how strong Frieren is. Okay, guys. Frieren looks really, really strong and has the best artifact in the game. Let's go check out everybody's favorite, though, Fern.
準備はできましたか？フリーレン様が一番楽しそうに見えますね。好きだらけです。これでどうですか？あなたが私を知ろうとしてくれたことがたまらなく嬉しいのです。
Fern is a 5-star ice elemental mage.
Scorpio mage.
She has
guys, crit chance again. Crit chance again. So Fern is a DPS.
High attack and critical hit chance, and can increase her critical hit chance further through her imprint concentration. Skill 2. Exceptional magical talent. At the start of the first battle, gains up to 5 focus, and increases speed by 15% and evasion by 20% for each focus.
Excuse me? Increases speed for each focus? 15% for each focus? What's 5 times 15? I have that many fingers and toes. Holy shit. Is that 75% speed increase? And she's at 100% evasion at the start of the battle? She is stupid fast and 100% evasion. This is the most, already we're like, I hope you guys have farmed a lot of riposte set because you're going to want a lot of riposte sets. When successfully evading consumes 1 focus, decreasing all skill cooldowns by 1 turn. Oh my God. I'm scared to look. I'm scared to look. What are the next skills?
And evasion by 20% for each focus. When successfully evading, consumes 1 focus and decreases skill cooldowns by 1 turn. Skill 3.
Good God. Be scared to take anything AoE into her. A spell to kill demons. I'll just listen to what he said. You can read it.
Demons. Release.
Read it, epic voice guy.
1 focus. After granting increased attack to the caster for 1 turn, attacks the enemy with the spell to kill demons. Penetrates the
I read
target's
ahead. I
defense
should have
by
read ahead.
70%, and
70%
damage dealt
pen.
increases proportional to the caster's speed.
I want you guys to realize that the damage dealt increases proportional to caster speed, and she gets speed based on focus. Woo!
Begins the first battle with a full skill cooldown count.
That's 30k damage into Bassaroga.
The spell to kill demons. Gains 1 focus. After granting increased attack to the caster for 1 turn, attacks the enemy with magic. When focus is 3 or higher, decreases skill cooldowns by 1 turn. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's speed.
If you soul burn, it attacks all enemies and can't trigger a dual attack or a counter attack. Can't trigger a counter. You know how strong doesn't trigger a counter is in a world of riposte sets, in a world of Setskas, in a world of Morts?
When 10 soul is
For an
consumed,
ice unit?
attacks all enemies. This attack does not trigger a dual attack or
Holy shit, guys. Fern is busted. Wow. We've got our first ice evasion unit, don't we? Is there any other evasion unit in the game that's ice? I don't think there is. I think all the evasion units are earth and fire. We got our first ice evasion unit, and she is a force.
Fern's artifact.
So what I said before about Solitaria being kind of important because Frieren's going to boost everybody's focus, Fern makes Solitaria damn near a must. If you don't have Solitaria on 3, Fern's going to run you over. What does her artifact do?
Artifact is butterfly hair ornament, a birthday gift from Frieren. It is one of Fern's most precious belongings that she has decorating her hair at all times. Increases attack by up to 20%. After attacking, grants a barrier equivalent to up to 50% of attack for 2 turns.
Now, a lot of people are going to say, in a world of Frieren's artifact and Tag's book, how good is this really? A 50% barrier on a unit that's doing evasion. Remember, when you dodge, you take almost no damage at all. You're not going to punch that barrier. And 50% of the attack, it's like a 2 to 3k barrier on some of these mages. It's kind of like just better Chatty for Sylvan Sage Vivian, except Chatty does activate when your damage gets low. This activates on turn. I think this is a strong artifact. I'm not sure it's one that you're going to want to have shit tons of, but maybe people will cook up some good options. But for an evasion mage, pretty good.
Can only be activated once per turn. A human girl and Frieren's apprentice with an incredible gift for magic. Players will be able to meet Fern through the limited summon starting October 2nd. Thank you.
Milim artifact on Fern for sure. Why though? To what end? I guess if you don't have riposte set, that would be nice, but I mean, she's just a riposte unit. And then you could put like any artifact on her. God, Fern is good, guys. Fern is better than Frieren, I think. Let's go check out Stark, the free run. Don't expect too many things from a free unit, but let's check out Stark and see if they did anything good for our boy. I would love it if Stark's entire kit was centered around he can one-shot Wyvern. I think it would be canonically awesome, and that it should be a thing.
Stark is a 5-star fire elemental warrior. He
Fire
has high health
Capricorn.
and defense, and can increase his critical hit chance further through his imprint concentration.
Slow, tanky, bruisery, I guess.
Skill 2.
He's got a Knight's Zodiac, but a Warrior's kit.
Master's Lessons. When an ally is attacked, gains 10 fighting spirit.
Okay, so he
And
works
when
with
fighting
Frieren's
spirit is
bonus.
full, activates Warrior Strike on the attacker.
Okay.
Upon using Warrior Strike, consumes 100 fighting spirit, attacking the enemy consecutively, and increases combat readiness of the caster by 50% before resetting cooldown of Lightning Strike. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health.
Decent damage.
Skill
He had
3,
attack down, though.
Lightning Strike. Attacks the enemy by slamming down with an axe and penetrates the target's defense by 50%.
Not bad.
Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. Damage dealt increases every time this skill is used.
He had attack down,
stacking
guys.
up to 3 times.
Don't read too much into that
When 10
damage.
soul is consumed, increases damage dealt. Skill 1. Vanguard's Strike. Gains 20 fighting spirit. Attacks the enemy with an axe and inflicts provoke for 1 turn.
Okay.
Damage
God,
dealt
he really
increases
does just have a
proportional to the
Knight's
caster's
kit,
max
doesn't
health.
he? Dude, he has to be a warrior, but we're going to build him like a knight. Show me your
Stark's
artifact.
is Jumbo Berry Special. The Jumbo
Ooh. Guys, the free artifact's pretty good. 20% damage increase. It's Soul Bad Guy's artifact, but it only works on single attacks. And it's not conditional about the whole 50% health BS. This is really strong. For single target DPS units, this is a very good artifact. Bad Merciless Glutton. Merciless Glutton stops at 16%. It's higher damage Merciless Glutton, but it doesn't have the CR push on kill. So I think it's better Merciless Glutton for damage, but worse Merciless Glutton for utility. I think it's solid.
Jumbo Berry Special that he could hardly finish as a kid and had to split with his master. When attacking with a single attack, increases damage dealt by up to 20%. A timid warrior who inherited his master's will. Players will be able to acquire Stark through the Frieren Beyond Journey's End 7-day check-in starting September 25th. Thank you.
Okay, ooh, nice pause. Really nice pause. I'm not so sure I'm feeling it for Stark. He's definitely strong. He doesn't look like ass. What do we got? We've got a good solid DPS artifact. We've got a defense penetrating offensive skill that scales off health. He just looks like good, right? Not great, not broken. He's like Ravi without the self-healing, right?
When attacking with a
He's good
single
against
attack,
AoE, right?
Increases damage dealt by up to 20%.
So he's a better damage Ravi who's really good into AoE, but he doesn't self-heal. So for the 5U who still draft Ravi, maybe he's a good pocket pick. And for the rest of Epic 7, I think he's a collector's item. Okay, the first and only disappointment so far of the collab seems to be Stark for the Stark lovers out there in shambles, but really he's a free unit. You can't expect to break the meta with a free unit that everybody gets, right? Still going to use him in Guild War and RTA. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's unusable. He does really good damage. And to a world where AoE is not uncommon, he should be really good into AoE fights where people draft a lot of AoE stuff. He'll be able to put out some damage. Once again, Smilegate perpetuating the redheaded hate and making the redhead the weakest unit in the team. But wow, guys, Frieren and Fern though, holy shit. To recap, Frieren looks like one of the most valuable assets to add to any team that's going to be running Fighting Spirit or Focus. It looks like she is potentially countered by units like Rowana and Bellion because she's soul-based. Her artifact is just better tags book. And Fern looks like an absolute monster, and if you don't have Solitaria, I don't know how you're going to fight Fern. And Stark, he looks like a fun unit. We'll play around with him in PvE, a nice collector's item. He's not absolutely trash, but he's not broken. He's just a good, solid, decent hero who maybe 4 years ago would define the meta, but now is just kind of a footnote in it. I'm sure some people will, through gear, make him insane and do some things with him. Definitely better than Ainz, but if you weren't hyped about Frieren before, now I think you're pretty excited. These units are going to make a splash. For those of you who are saying, should I get Setsuka or should I save for Frieren? I think the answer is pretty fucking obvious. You can get Setsuka later. You can reactivate her story later and create her banner later. You can get her from random pulls. She is not limited. If you stop, unless you're like 2 away from pity, you stop on Setsuka and you start saving everything for these wild units that are heading our way. And that's it, guys. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.